meditation, the meditation experience, as we have called it from day one, before day one, because we know that we spend time providing you with information on sacred text and teaching master classes and other classes. But we also know it is only through your direct experience of God within yourself, for yourself, the God of your understanding, your experience, that makes it real for you. And so we take time every Sunday. We set aside time. And maybe this is the only time you find during the week is this time to remember that God is alive and well within you. You can have all of the information that you want. You can have read every sacred text there is. But until you feel it for yourself, it is only information. And this month, we want to do something in alignment with the month that we're in. We want to do something, affirm something that is in alignment with the truth of all of us. Because we sometimes forget. We get out in the world and we are living our lives and we are seeing things that unfold. And even sometimes there are subconscious things that we're holding on to from our past that make us forget. Of course, in Miracles says, you got to repeat these things because you're apt to forget. And so we are this month taking our affirmative thought from A Course in Miracles, lesson 93. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Light, joy, and peace abide in me. And the word abide is so important and intentional. It means unyielding. It never changes. The light, the joy, and the peace that you are cannot be extinguished or changed. Not by what somebody said, not by what someone did, not by even what you think you did. Light and joy and peace abide in me. And so we want to take time this month to affirm this sacred truth, to remind us on the daily of this sacred truth, to come back to this sacred truth. Because as the Course in Miracles says, let's be honest, we think we are the home of darkness and sin. But your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. We think that if anyone saw the truth of us, they would be repelled in horror. But light and joy and peace abide unyielding in us because God placed them there. And so as we go forth this month celebrating pride, celebrating whatever we're celebrating, let us remember that light and joy and peace abide in us now. With this understanding, with this truth that cannot be changed, that is unyielding, let us use it for our meditation. Let us begin by noticing where we are. We're not making a list of our mistakes. We're not worried about the future outcome because we know that light and joy and peace abide in us. We are not concerned about anything other than bringing ourselves to this present moment. So go ahead, find yourself in a comfortable posture, feet on the floor, and the ears aligned over the shoulders, shoulders over hips. Plant the palms on the tops of the thighs. And from this place, just notice how the vertebrae want to stack nice and easy on top of each other. We're not leaning too far forward. We're not leaning too far back in resistance to the truth that light and joy and peace abide in us. We're just accepting and allowing it to move through our system energetically, physically, spiritually. And from this place of alignment, from this place of being present and available and open, let us now close our eyelids. And the simple act of closing our eyelids signals something easy, and an energetic flow begins. For light and joy and peace abide in us now. And so that flow begins with the breath. It begins with us just noticing and being present. So let's take time to notice the breath. And just as the breath is flowing, we make no judgment of it. We just acknowledge it right where it is. Whether it appears to be deep or shallow matters not. Our practice is non-judgment of our beautiful breath. Our practice is non-judgment of the light and the joy and the peace that is flowing and abiding in us now. So grateful for the breath, so grateful that we have the ability to choose and take conscious control of the breath. So let's do that now. And as we send our focus of attention deep into the low belly, let's all collectively begin to breathe together. And when we breathe, we inhale for a count of 4, we hold for 4, and we exhale for 4, and then we rest for 4. Let's begin. Inhale. And hold for 4. Open the mouth, relax the jaw, release the breath, sigh it out for 4. And rest for 4. Again, into the low belly, the first breath that you are taking from a deeper place. Hold for 4. And without collapsing the body, just release the breath. Sigh it out. And rest. In through the low belly, up through the rib cage, connecting that low, deep breath to the mid breath, allowing it to rise and expand. And hold. And relax the jaw, release the breath. And rest in the light, the joy, and the peace. In through the low belly, up through the rib cage. Let's try that again, expanding the sides and the front and the back of the body. And hold. And release the breath. And rest. In through the low belly, up through the rib cage, and now allow that breath to just rise to the heart, to the light, to the place where joy also abides and peace. Hold there. And sigh it out. And relax. One more time. In through the low belly, up through the rib cage, finding more places at the top, at the heart. And when you reach the top, hold there. and sigh it out. And settle into that relaxation. Beautiful, everyone. Let's practice a few rounds of this deep, full breath. And this time, slowing it down, a count of 6, in through the nostrils, holding at the top. And when you're ready, exhaling through the nostrils, slowing it down for a count of 6, and just abiding in that light and that joy and that peace. Together, inhale. And hold. And without effort or strain, releasing the breath through the nostrils. And resting, abiding, enjoying. Let's take a few rounds on your own, in and out through the nostrils, noticing the breath as it enters the nostrils slightly cooler, circulating through the system, and slightly warmer on the exhale through the nostrils. Beautiful, everyone, completing your last round of breath. Now let's send this light and joy and peace into our feet. Maybe you raise the heels or wiggle the toes, just bringing your focus of attention and the energy there. Stop the movement. Relax the feet. Light, joy, and peace abide in us now. We let it flow up through the soles of our feet, where we are anchored and grounded in God. Crossing our ankles. Relax the ankles. And let that energy flow across the shins and the calves. As we bring our focus of attention there, we give ourselves permission. Relax the shins and the calves. Energy flows across the knees. We bend, we align, we create more flexibility in our experience. Relax the knees. Energy flows across the thighs now. You feel it. In non-judgment, in non-resistance, we let the energy flow across the glutes and the hamstrings. Go ahead and relax the thighs, the glutes, and the hamstrings. In fact, surrender the lower half of your body to the seat where you are, knowing that this is representative of the loving presence of God holding you. Surrender your weight, both physical and mental. And let the light and the joy and the peace abide in you. Energy gathered at the base of the spine now makes its way up. As we inhale, exhaling through the nostrils, and allow. Continue that inhale. Full breath. Circulating, exhale and allow. Energy flows in and up. We exhale and we allow. We let that light come in through and as we exhale and allow it. We let the joy flow in through and as we inhale, exhale and allow. And we definitely allow the peace to flow in through and as us, flowing up and out the crown of our head. We become a beacon for this light this joy, and this peace. Go ahead and give it permission to flow back down through the crown, across the third eye, down the throat, pausing momentarily at the shoulders. If you notice any tension, go ahead and relax it and let that energy flow down the arms, out the fingertips. Go ahead and scan your body from a place of compassion and non-judgment. Notice if there's any tension. Send breath there. Send light and joy and peace there. As we prepare for our silent time, you may decide to turn the palms up to receive more, or keep them grounded and turned down. But whatever you choose, remember that light and joy and peace abide in you. I will monitor the time. You take the inward journey. If the mind wanders, it's okay. Be kind to your wandering mind. And when you become aware, bring it back to our affirmative thought that light and joy and peace abide in me now. Light, joy, and peace abide in you now. Light, joy, and peace abide in us now. Give it permission. Enjoy this internal time for the light, the joy, and the peace abide in you now. With our eyelids still closed, we honor the time that we've given ourselves to reinforce the truth of our very being, that light and joy and peace abide, unyielding, unending, eternally in us. We may have heard all kinds of stories about who we are, and who we should be and what we should be doing and even who we should love. But today we honor the truth, and we should be overjoyed to feel and know this truth, that whatever anyone says, including ourselves, can never change the truth that we are sinless in the eyes of God, and that light and joy and peace abide in us now. Let's begin to bring this back into conscious awareness, because we've planted these seeds in our subconscious mind. If the palms are turned up, go ahead and turn them down. And together, let's inhale, drawing our shoulders up by the ears. If you are able, exhale, release the shoulder blades nice and easy, back and down. Inhale, full breath. Exhale as we release the shoulder blades back and down. One more time. It feels good to have an opportunity to breathe together. Exhale, releasing the shoulder blades back and down. Stop the movement. Bring the palms together at heart center. And if you are able, bow the chin towards the fingertips. Noticing the opening at the base of the neck and all the way down the spine. That energy is flowing. Allow the eyelids to gently open. Nice soft gaze, no strain on the eyes or the experience. Inhale, raise the chin. Raise the gaze. Release the breath. Maintain the peace. Namaste.